everyone listening out there, I highly recommend Tom's course, the mentorship program. I myself have made over $600,000 in a period of just a couple of months. Without the mentorship program, I would have never been able to do this transaction. So get into the mentorship program. It'll be the best investment in your life.
Pretty much follow the steps in the book. And then what took you from the book to the mentorship?
Well, just all of your YouTube videos. I mean, you just dedicate a lot of your time, and every video that you do, you talk about so many different avenues in investing that no one does. And then you analyze different people who are out there, and you analyze them in a fair way. I'm sure you wouldn't even mind if they called in and basically had a one-on-one with you, even in a video, because you're that confident. You know, you can smell something that's just not right, or if it is good, you'll say that this person's got some good tips, and you let people know that there's other people out there that are giving good tips as well.
So after you got the book, did you make any deals with the book prior to getting into the mentorship?
No, but it did help me on one of the deals that I did get after a value add building, as far as on the videos and the Zoom classes. Definitely helped me as far as giving me more confidence to go in there, to do some renegotiating of the leases, to ask certain questions, to always be, try to be as nice as you can. There are times when you have to be not so nice.
And do you feel like even after I took you through the book and the mentorship and got you into, say, one of your properties, it took even after that, the management, the leasing, the filling it up, all that?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And again, the Zoom classes, the mentorship, I think, has just added another notch in the belt, so to speak. I mean, I've learned a lot more just by listening to you, talking to other people, and analyzing any deal that I might send in front of you as well. You take the time. No one goes on Zoom and goes on Google Earth and tells you little nuggets about how to measure a building, or the parking spaces should be a certain amount. If you've got this, math and construction, you just know a lot about everything in investing in real estate. And there's just no way somebody who doesn't take the Zoom class, if somebody buys your book, you're going to learn so much in a short period of time that it's well worth it. It's a fantastic deal.
So you feel absolutely good about what I charge and for everything that you get?
Absolutely. You're not charging enough in some instances.
So let's talk about your deal. So you know what? So Ken mentioned one of the things I do in my class is in the mentorship is we take a look at property. Somebody says, hey, I got something, man, I pull it up on Google Earth. I analyze it best I can. We did that with Ken before he bought this thing. And let's kind of relive some of that real quick here. And sure. I'm going to share a screen if that's okay with you, Ken.
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to go in, we're going to take a look at Ken's property. And we were looking at this before he bought it, and I was giving him my 2 cents. And now take a look at this. This is a property, Ken. Ken, how many square feet? What do we got? 4,000.
4,100. 4,100.
So you got 4,100 square feet. He's got this corner, which is nice, already beautiful. But take a look at this. Look what it's next to. He's got an enormous shopping center right next to him, only partially occupied. He had a massage tenant in there, which are awesome tenants for a lot of reasons. They take very little parking, which means there's more parking left for businesses that take more parking. So I love this building right up from the very beginning. And the best part is when he was negotiating it, we negotiated terms, right? We got some great terms on this thing. And we even got owner financing, and we also negotiated a pay down, a discount, so that he got a discount if he paid off the note that he negotiated, if he paid it off early. But let's go back up in the sky here, because look at this. Look at this. This is a property that, when fully rented, is worth about $1.2 million, maybe $1.3 million. Ken got this property for $600,000, Ken?
585.
585, but with some additional maneuvering, he's going to end up walking away getting this for 525, right, Ken?
Yeah, that's correct.
So he's going to, in the end, he's going to have a net 600,000 plus profit. Am I correct?
That is correct.
And so now today, this property is fully occupied. He has tenants paying for every square foot of this building. And based on the income approach, this building's worth $1.3 million. You got roughly about 70 grand a year coming in on this.
That is correct.
Yeah. I mean, that's an awesome deal, Ken. It just, but look at this, folks. This is one of the best things. He's got this corner, which is nice, already beautiful, but take a look at this. Look what it's next to. He's got an enormous shopping center right next to him. And look at this. This thing is beautiful. There must be 100,000 square feet here, at least.
Yeah.
And this has just about every shop you could possibly want in a neighborhood. And look at, he's got a Ross, he's got all these other different things, but he's at one of the entrances. This is one of the entrances and exits of this massive commercial center. And so everybody that comes out here, they walk out or they drive out and they're looking straight at Ken's place. Anybody that lives in this neighborhood is going to immediately know what business is in here. And that's a sales point for him to make to the tenants that rent from him. He can say, look, everybody's going to know you're here. You're not even going to have to spend as much money on advertising because everybody's going to know you're here when they pull out of this shopping center and they see your place here. This was an absolute home run he hit. And we've got several people in the class now, right, Ken, we have some students that have done a little better, some that not quite as well as he has yet, but everybody's on the right path and on the same path. And it is a tight community. I love our community in the mentorship. Don't you?
It's great. And also too, Tom, if somebody buys a building like this, you're going to tell them, okay, now what are you doing about renting the space? How are you, what are you doing inside? Should you do anything inside? Should you just leave it the way it is? What kind of tenants are you looking to possibly get? And all of those things. I know a lot of people in the class have stated that other shopping centers seem to be more vacant than others. This was basically 2 months, about 2.5 months to rent 4 units, which is very, very small amount of time.
Yeah. And so look, people don't know what they don't know. And that's the benefit you get when you're in my class, because I know I've been there. I know what it's like to take a vacant building. I know what it's take a fully occupied building. Wouldn't you say it alleviates your fears after
Absolutely.
knowing that,
Absolutely.
okay, hey, it's vacant, but you know what? Maybe that's okay. In fact, it's really okay.
Really okay. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you know now when you're going in and the confidence, and you know that, okay, there's 4 units, but it's a demographic area that's very populated, and with the right work.
This is what real estate does. Real estate is an avenue to create second generation wealth, but also just to make the current life you're living so much more comfortable.
And also too, Tom, and you stress it over and over and over about the barbell. The last 2 buildings I purchased were literally 10 minutes from my house. Yeah. And this is an area that's not that far from San Francisco, and it's only 25 minutes from Napa. So it is, well dense populated, and you would think that, well, how can anyone find a deal in that kind of an area? But you can if you keep your eyes open. You come to the meetings, you get into the mentor program. You're going to find little avenues to get to find those deals a lot quicker, because there's, again, what Tom just said, what you don't know, you don't know. You don't know.
I really appreciate you taking time, Ken, to share this stuff, because there's so much snake oil out there. I know you've probably seen more of it than I have, because you've been on YouTube, and you obviously were looking for the information. You were trying to find this kind of support. And what do you got to say about that?
No, you're absolutely right. There's definitely a lot of people who again promise you. They overpromise and underdeliver, and you just do the opposite. And like you say, you're a real person who actually on Saturday, people are busy on Saturday, and you're doing a class in person every single Saturday. And it's just like before you end that class, you go to your jujutsu, and it's like anything else in life. I'm very sports oriented, and you have to learn a craft. And the only way you're going to learn jujitsu, if you play tennis, if you play racquetball, the only way to do it is sometimes you might have to take lessons. Sometimes you're going to need a mentor, but you got to practice, practice, and practice. That's the only way to get better.
Yeah, that's a great analogy, and I never even thought about it. But so folks just about every Saturday, I do a 2-hour, sometimes it goes 4.5 hours, but I do a 2-hour Zoom. And this is with only the VIP members, the people that are in the mentorship. And we have sometimes 25 to 45 people. Not everybody can always make it, but they could always come back and they get to watch the videos that they missed. And what's wonderful, like he said, is people bring up questions and have predicaments that they need answers on that may not be relative to everybody in the room, but everybody takes it in. They're getting an amazing lesson. And then I get to go through and review it. And it's almost always been something I've seen before because I've been doing this for 40 years. And so everybody gets the benefit of the other person's questions and the answers for those questions. Like you said earlier, Ken, you're like a fish out of water day one. And then all of a sudden it's like, wow, I'm pretty good. I'm better than most of the people on the street. And really, that's a good analogy. After you get 6 months under your belt in jujitsu or real estate mentoring, guess what? You're smarter than at least 80-90% of the people walking around on the streets, and that's a fact.
Tom just mentioned anywhere from 30 to 50 people. If you look at the population, 30 to 50 people, that's nothing. The masses are the asses.
Yeah.
So get into a group that's small because you're going to learn so much, and you're going to take advantage because of the fact that the people who don't know what they don't know on the other end of a real estate deal, and you do know, you're going to be able to take advantage, not advantage, but you're going to be able to look at a deal, make decisions based on what you know, and you're going to always come up looking great because of the information in these classes. I mean, you're not going to learn everything in 1 week. It takes time, but you've got to start. And the sooner you start, the better it's going to be for yourself, for your family, for your grandkids, and on down the road. Techniques that you have in the class. So now when you're driving, you're learning something because your mindset is different.
Man, Ken, I do appreciate you. And
I appreciate you as well, Tom. Thank you very much. And all the guys that can see this or thinking about whether they want to join the mentorship program, you have to join the mentorship program. It's going to be the best investment of your life if you want to be into real estate. Don't wait. Join.
Thanks very much, Ken. And I guess I'll see you at the next Zoom meeting, right?
You will. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, thank you too.
Everyone listening out there, I highly recommend Tom's course, the mentorship program. I myself have made over $600,000 in a period of just a couple of months. Without the mentorship program, I would have never been able to do this transaction. So get into the mentorship program. It'll be the best investment in your life.
That was 100% awesome. I really enjoyed the heck out of that interview. And, but that's the mentorship in a nutshell. People of all walks of life are in the mentorship. We got people that are very young. We got people that are older, people that are more established, people that are less established, but everybody is doing the right thing and creating more security for themselves and their family. And, I want my legacy to be to make as many millionaires as I possibly can, help people get there. It's just been so rewarding to me personally. It's really a perfect storm for making money in that respect. But in 1 year, his portfolio has gone from zero to $1.6 million. What do you got, 30, 22?
Yeah, I think I got 27, yeah.
27 properties. Yeah, 27 properties. John, you have to buy that. That is a great property.
I just closed on 2 houses yesterday. It's worth $250. I bought that one for $170.
My first millionaire, my first millionaire student. I don't want to screw around. I don't want to play games going back and forth. What is the absolute bottom dollar? And I'll tell you if I'm going to buy it or not.